it's even better. Hello, everybody. Hello, welcome to today's Daily Antidote of Song. We've got Rani Arbo here tootling around on the ukulele in the background. We are in the last 2 days of our Sirius XM Radio The Village ukulele road trip weeks, and so glad you've decided to join us for today. Let's all please wave hello to everybody out there on the live stream. Hi to the folks on YouTube. And hi to the folks on Facebook Live. We're glad you joined us today here in the Daily Antidote of Song. Today is maybe something like day 1,623. I'm hoping someone's going to cue me. And that is of consecutive days of singing. We've been doing this since April of 2020. And we're glad you found us today and that you decided to jump in. It's noon Eastern every day, live streamed every day, and free and open to the public. And I hope you'll keep coming. Woo! Woo! Yay! So I'm here in Middletown, Connecticut with Rani Arbo. She is our song leader for the day. She's sung with us a couple times already. I'm going to get back to Rani in just a sec. I'm going to say hi to everybody who's here. Aaron, thanks for running the tech out of Bronx, New York. And Candace, thank you for running tech out of California. Arlene in Berkeley. Hello to, I think that's San. Nice to meet you and glad you're here today. Oh, I recognize you. Hi to Deborah in Kentucky, Dorian Ollie in Rhode Island, Susan in Cincinnati, Caroline in D.C., Sheila in Florida, Trish in Victoria, Kathleen in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Sue in Seattle, Carolyn in Boise, Idaho, Benet in California, Jim Harkless in Maryland, Pauline coming in from Newcastle, UK, Julie in Ontario, Linda on Orcas Island, Kim in Vancouver, Mabel and a Bear in Massachusetts, Ruth and Clive in Birmingham, UK, Bob in Massachusetts, Deli in Maryland, Marcia in Ontario. Let's see who's on page 2 today. We have Aloysius in Mass, Dan in Vienna, Bob in Albany, Jamie in Victoria, Fred in Maryland, Ann in Maryland, Athena coming in from Brooklyn, Annette in California, Mommy in New Jersey, and Lynn and Cliff coming in from Vermont. I think we got all of you guys today. Thanks so much for being here. Let's all take a deep breath. Yeah, if we missed you on the hello end of things, we will get you on the goodbye end of things. Today is, in fact, day 1,623. Amazing. Thank you for the cue card, Carolyn in Boise, Idaho. I want to just take a second to wish Deborah in Kentucky a happy birthday. Happy birthday to Deborah. I want to invite everybody to stay after today for a little birthday shenanigans, and we'll get back to that later. So Rani Arbo is at Wesleyan University. She lives here in Middletown, Connecticut. She is an amazing musician and has come into this room singing all different things, including singing with us from Pine Woods with a whole choir behind her. And yeah, it was pretty amazing. And so Rani is going to do 2 songs today, one of them on our Sirius XM Radio, The Village ukulele. We'll take this minute to shout out Mary Sue Tui for donating that ukulele to us. We'll be auctioning it off in October. Stick around for more about that. I'm going to turn the camera around. We're going to have Rani sing us a song by
Patty Griffin.
Patty Griffin, who happened to
Right, she signed this.
Yep, so wait
Here
1 sec. We're going to spotlight you, and then you can hold it up.
Let's see this. Oh, so exciting.
There you go.
There she is. There's Patty Griffin. Oh my gosh.
Ta-da!
So exciting.
And so Rani's going to play a tribute to Patty on the uke that she signed.
Yes, and this is a song from Patty Griffin's second album, Flaming Red, which was about 1997, which came out kind of at the time when right after my first band made its first record, and so she was in my consciousness, in my orbit, and one of the things I love so much about her is this song is not one of them, but she writes these incredibly emotionally raw, open, beautiful songs, and she just had like an openness and transparency about her that really knocked me out and kind of showed me some possibility for what it meant to be a singer that I hadn't thought of before. So just bear with me because I'm a brand new ukulele player. Shout out to my bandmate Anand who helped me figure this song out. And this is called Go Now, and it's kind of a love song. There's not a lot of singing along, but there's a little tag that happens at the end of each of the lines. It just says go now, go now. So, or go now, let's go now. Comes a little differently every time, but feel free to chime in. Here goes. Here's the moon, here's the stars. Go now, let's go now. Here's the sun, here's the birds. Here you are. Go now, let's go now. Got a stellar reputation as a star that never fell, as a train that left the station, as a secret no one could ever tell. Here's the lamp, here's the landing, you might never understand it. Go now, let's go now. Here's the trees, red and gold, here's the snow, here we go now. I was waiting for a leap year, and I got caught out in the rain, singing like a sparrow, always planning my narrow escape. Here's the morning shining on us, here's the twilight upon us, here's the moon, here's the stars, here I am, here you are, let's go now. All right.
Okay, thank you so much, Rani. That was so beautiful. Can we all please give it up for Rani? That was really remarkably beautiful. And thank you so much for sharing that. So can we also please give it up for the folks who've been with us this 2-week period who don't play the ukulele and who actually bothered to learn songs on our fabulous ukulele so that we could shout out all these amazing artists who signed this incredible ukulele. So, Rani, do you want to say anything more about that song? Do you have other...
I just find it so tender. It feels like a very old song, and for me also, I heard this for the first time after we were kind of starting to think about making a swing album, which we didn't end up using this for, but if you listen, so Patty Griffin's first album is called Living with Ghosts, and it was meant to be a band record, and then she got in a whole difficult situation with her publishing company, and they made her put it out as sort of not produced sort of demo tracks, and it was gorgeous. And this song is like the thing that doesn't fit on Flaming Red. Flaming Red is just full of, it's just a righteously wonderfully raw and angry album. And then there's this song, and there's something about that just like spot in the album where you feel like, oh, she's kind of letting a little like openness and tenderness in. I just love it. So it feels old, but I also really love and always have loved songs where writers are playing with older forms and making them their own, or bringing kind of older sounds into their music.
That's absolutely beautiful. So I didn't actually ask you this before as a new ukulele player. I know one of the great things about the ukulele is that you can sing so many songs by knowing only 1 or 2 chords. Mm-hmm. How many chords did you have to learn?
Well, this turned out to be more. Mm-hmm. I would say, well, I don't know. Like if you listen to the album also, the arrangement of this has some very confusing things going on. But I would say 1, 2, 3, 4, 6.
Wow, okay.
Something like that? I don't know.
Let's give it up for Rani. Thank you so much, Rani. I really appreciate that. So I want to, I'm also shouting out Rani for learning this ukulele and shouting out all the artists who also learned ukulele. I will also say we had a really special moment during this 2-week period that I would like to also shout out right now, which is that Emma's Revolution, who signed the ukulele, actually wrote 2 songs for Sweet Honey in the Rock and this 2-week song period. For them to sing as part of this whole thing, because Sweet Honey also signed it. So shout out to all these amazing Daily Antidote artists who have like jumped in with us in this thing, and like it's so just beautiful. A commitment and a way of being family that is so stunning and amazing. So I'd be happy to show you and everyone if you would like. So we have Carol Maylard and Louise. I will. Carol Maylard and Nitanju Bolade Cassell are there on the bottom. Louise Robinson is over here up at the very tippy top here. Rochelle Rice is over here. Rochelle Rice is on the front of it, and I'm not finding it right now. Oh, here she is. She's on the side. Rochelle Rice is right here. And we've actually talked about the fact, so Ronnie, I haven't mentioned this to you, but this uke is signed by like 40 some odd people, and we only know who half the signatures are.
Oh, wow.
So one of them we believe is probably Aisha, somewhere on here. But there's also 20 odd other people who we don't know yet because they wrote their names like that or like that. But at some point we hope to figure it out.
I'm sure they're famous. Or
We're
maybe not.
sleuthing right now, and we're inviting folks actually to take the pictures of the uke and see if they can figure out who signed them. So,
well, I'm a big believer in the sort of energetic principles of instruments and who plays them and who touches them and what happens. And they have bodies, right? They have bodies just like we do. So I think that's great.
I love that.
A great project that you're under here.
That's awesome.
Yeah.
Thank you so much. So I think you've got one more song for us today, and I'm super excited for you to take it away.
Great.
Lyrics are in the chat.
Lyrics are in the chat. I need all you guys for this one. You may have heard of Miss May Erlewine, who's a terrific songwriter from Michigan. She's been touring around for years now. We first met her, I don't know, it was a long time ago. We saw her play at the Folk Fest, the Bliss Fest in Michigan, northern Michigan. And we were just captivated by her person, by her voice, by her songwriting. She's created so many beautiful albums. She's kind of moved into swing and R&B recently. But this is from an older album of hers, and it's actually an homage to the book Rise Up Singing, which I'm sure many of you have on your bookshelves, or maybe like right at your right hand right now.
And actually, I'm going to throw in that Annie Patterson and Peter Blood, who are the force behind Rise Up Singing, Annie sang this week in this 2-week period, and they both already signed the new ukes that you will be signing after we sing today.
Amazing.
So, yeah.
I think this one might actually be in Rise Again in the new one.
Beautiful.
So I'm going to teach the chorus. There's 3 verses, and the chorus goes like this. It feels just like the right song for now. So it goes like this. You gotta rise up singing. In time this too shall pass. You gotta rise up singing. You know, trouble ain't built to last. Should we try that again? You gotta rise up singing. In time this too shall pass. You gotta rise up singing. You know, trouble ain't built to last. You ready to go? Everybody ready to go on this? All right. If you are weary trying to find your way home. Let's start that again. If you are weary trying to find your way home, don't give up, my friend, 'cause you are not alone. In a world full of trouble, you know trouble may find you, but I got your medicine, baby. This is what you do. You gotta rise up. Here we go. Rise up singing. In time this too shall pass. You gotta rise up singing. You know, trouble ain't built to last. Oh, I can see you all. And when you're left standing with no hope inside, 'cause at the end of the tunnel someone's been dimming out the lights. Well, you can lose your way and end up far from home. Until the day you lose your voice, you cannot lose your song, 'cause you gotta rise up, yeah, rise up singing. Well, in time this too shall pass. You gotta rise up singing. Trouble ain't built to last. You know life ain't easy, no, and life shall make you cry. But so long as you're breathing, you know that you are still alive. When you're standing at the station, baby, or waiting on your train, Don't you think you'll be singing this sweet refrain? You gotta rise up, yeah, rise up singing. Well, in time this too shall pass. You gotta rise up singing. You know, trouble ain't built to last. Let's tag that, yeah. You know, trouble ain't built to last. Wow.
Wow,
Thank
that's
you
right.
for singing. That was fabulous.
Ronnie, that was so beautiful. Thank you so much for picking that and for bringing it to us. It was new to me. How many folks in the room already knew it? So I'm seeing a lot of no's. Well,
You might know May Erlewine's song "Shine On." That one's been making some other bigger rounds.
yeah.
So that's a favorite. You can connect the dots and go look her up. I think it's mayerlewine.com.
Thank you.
You will be you will be thrilled, actually, not pleasantly surprised. You'll be like thrilled. So thank you for singing with me.
Thank you for introducing us to her, and thanks for taking part in our little ukulele fest here. And so, do you have anything coming up you want to share? Are you working on any projects or got any dates you're gigging?
We have some shows up on our website, which is Rani Arbo, RaniArbo.com. We're in our 25th band anniversary year this year, so we are celebrating that with kind of a few new shows, but mostly going to places that we know and love, venues that have supported us over the years. I have a band of 4 people, including myself and my partner, Scott, Andrew Kinsey, and Anna Nyack, and I guess just great moment to shout out and say how grateful I am to have been playing with the same people for 25 years. It's such a gift.
Wow.
As in the way that you all are creating community here, just day after day of showing up and being present and singing together. It's really such an incredible gift. So thank you for making this happen, Joe.
Thank you,
and
Ronnie.
team.
Thank you, Ronnie, and thanks to everybody for showing up today and for helping to make everybody's Saturday filled with all of your smiles. So I'm actually going to shift this so we don't lose Ronnie in the scene here. All right, thanks, gang, so much for being here today. Can we all please give it up again for Rani Arbo? 2 magical songs. Love singing with you, Ronnie, and can't wait to have you back in the space again. Let's wish Deborah a happy birthday one more time. Happy birthday to Deborah in Kentucky. We're glad you joined us for singing on your birthday day, and happy birthday. We welcome anybody to stay in the room after. We're going to do our usual birthday cards and screenshots. And let's wave goodbye to everybody on the live stream. Thanks to the folks on YouTube and the folks on Facebook Live. We're glad you're here, and we hope you join us again tomorrow. Thanks to Aaron for running tech in the Bronx today, and of course thanks to Deborah in Kentucky. Candace in California, thanks also for running tech. Arlene in California. San, who's here from the Pinewoods Life, and Dory and Ollie in Rhode Island, Susan in Cincinnati, Caroline in DC, Sheila in Florida, Tricia in Victoria, Kathleen in Albuquerque, New Mexico, Sue in Seattle, Carolyn in Boise, Benet in Berkeley, California, Jim in Maryland, Pauline and William in Newcastle, UK, already wearing all of their birthday gear. Wait a minute, Annie Patterson is jumping in the room. Aaron, can you pop her up to the main screen when she gets in? Linda on Orcas Island, Kim in Vancouver, Mabel and a Bear in Massachusetts, Bob in Albany, Fred in Silver Spring, Maryland, Annette in California, let's see, Jamie in Victoria, and let's see who's on page 2. Oh, wait, let's all wave to Annie. Annie Patterson is in the room with us. Annie, we just did, I'm not sure if you heard it, we just did May Early. You heard it. Okay, awesome. So we got to sing out Annie's praises, Annie, I'm going to send you a little co-host in case Aaron, you have to do it, in case you feel like unmuting and saying hi. Let's keep going with our goodbyes before we go back to our hellos. Where was I? Annette in California, Jamie in Victoria, Athena in Brooklyn, Ann in Maryland, Dan in Vienna, Virginia, Storm in Mass, Ruth and Clive coming in from Birmingham, UK, Bob in Massachusetts, Delhi in Maryland, Aloysius in Mass, Mommy coming in from New Jersey, Cliff in Vermont, Julie in Ontario, Martha in Oregon, Gary in Mass. Let's all take a deep breath. Hope I didn't miss anybody. Annie, how are you?
I'm good. I'm down in Philly, and I wanted to say hi to Ronnie. It was so nice to see both of you.
Annie. So good.
Everybody else in the community. Hey.
Hey, so good to see you.
I love it.
Yeah, I'm down here with Girls from Mars. We're going to do a little tour.
Oh, nice.
Yeah.
That's awesome. So make sure we drop Annie's links in the chat too. Everybody keep an eye on Annie's tour schedule. Ronnie's links are in the chat as well. Let's get Patty Griffin's in there. And let's all say goodbye again to everybody on that live stream. Thanks for joining us. Please join us back here again tomorrow on the Daily Antidote Song for the last day of our Sirius XM Radio Ukulele Road Trip Weeks. Sirius XM Radio The Village Ukulele Road Trip Weeks. And thanks again to Mary Sue Tui for making this incredible 2-week period so incredibly special. Thanks, everybody.